shouldn't just allow things to happen to people of our community
and not do anything.
And not do anything. Like, it's not okay. The only way we can show that it's not okay is if the people come together and demonstrate that, you know, we're not going to allow it to happen. So I think as long as we allow it to happen, things are just going to happen to us. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the more we step up and the more we come together and the more we show that, hey, we're not going to have it in our community, then I think the more you're going to see that kind of slow down.
Don't do anything outside your scope of control or your abilities. If you see something that's happening right in front of you, do something. That doesn't mean just violence off the bat or violence period. That could mean like pulling out your cell phone, getting everything on video, calling 911, just contributing any way that you could, right? And of course, if you see people hurting old people, dude, you gotta like step in, stop the violence, or do whatever you can to, you know, get somebody off of somebody. If there's a gun present, run away, call the cops. Just, you know, be there for whoever is getting hurt. Be there for the victims in any way, shape you could, but in a safe manner.
Everything doesn't have to be physical, you know what I'm saying? But if people understand that, hey, we're not scared, and we will not allow you to violate us or our people, they're going to think twice before they do that. So we have to start preparing ourselves and start training ourselves and start, you know, the things that our parents taught us, maybe shift a little thing and change the little things that we've been trained, we've been told to do, you know?
You are setting up these events moving forward where you're going to have trainers come. Trainers, it seems like boxing trainers, fitness trainers come in. MMA trainers, come in to physically start teaching people the basics. You know, in one day you're not going to become a street fighter. It's not going to happen. However, like knowing the basics is better than knowing nothing, right? And you're actually setting up events to help people. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Right. So it's basically still in the planning stages, right? But my idea is to say, hey, you know, we need to start conditioning ourselves and getting ready and getting prepared for the worst, you know, and that means that we have to start preparing our bodies, start preparing our minds, start being more aware of our situation, like situational awareness, right? And start, you know, being mindful of certain things, right? If a situation were to occur, how would you handle yourself? And that your body is prepared for certain things, you know? And I think that is something that our people has kind of lost, you know? And
it's not been lost. I feel like that's not part of our education or our upbringing. See if you agree with me on this. Chinese people, Asian people value education over anything else. They don't care about sports. They don't care about activities after school. All they care about is your test scores, how many books you read, what college you're getting into. And I feel like that's very one-sided, and that focus needs to shift a little bit. So at least, you know, we become physically healthy at least.
Right. Well, I remember as a kid, a lot of people from different communities wouldn't want to come and mess with us because they thought all of us knew Kung Fu. Right? And that was when the Kung Fu movies,
that was a stereotype.
That's when all the Kung Fu movies were big and all of that. And I think that did prevent people from doing certain things, you know? Well, so and I think a video like your video, like if there were more videos of that popping up, right? That would do a lot. That would do a ton.
I think that would make people think twice.
That would make people think twice, you know? But you're prepared for it, you know what I'm saying? So you have done the work to prepare yourself for a situation like that. And I think we all need to start doing and preparing for a situation. So if that does happen and the camera does go on, it shows Asian people in a different light. And I think that's very important right now, you know?
I think today I saw 2 videos of a grandma getting beat up, stomped on the floor, a grandpa who's picking up cans getting stomped on the floor.
And the lady just getting smacked in the face. And a person and the man that was sitting with her didn't do nothing, didn't get up, didn't do anything. And that really just sent like shockwaves through my body because it's, hey, when is it enough, right? When are we going to say, hey, you know, enough is enough, right? And I think if we don't say that soon, you're just going to see this happening over and over and over. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm disgusted.
I know you're doing everything you can by leading rallies, preparing these events. So, hey man, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys are watching.
You have to do everything you can.
Take it to heart.
You can't just leave it on me or him and we all have to take our steps, right? And that's the only way we will change, right? One person can't change anything. It has to be the community. It has to be all of us. So I hope you guys watch this and this strikes a nerve somehow.
I think after everything's said and done, this is a message of unity. Let's all come together as human beings. You know, it's not like us versus other races.
No.
It's us against racists.
Right.
It's us against injustice. And
bullies, us against bullies.
right.
Us against, people who are trying to take advantage of our people, our elderly,
Or just anybody.
Anybody,
right?
really.
And so us as in everybody
Right.
come together to fight against this type of injustice, this type of racism. And I think we got to get over the older generation's teachings and stop being silent, be more vocal, be more active, and just be with our people and just be with everybody.
It's time to prepare ourselves. It's time for us to unite. It's time for us to put away our differences and all of the stuff, because that's the stuff that's allowing people to do this to us. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to realize that there is a problem, and this problem will not go away until each of us start doing our part.
China Mac, still looking out. You guys, thank you for your time. Yeah.